Hi, Star. Hi, Joe Schmo. Hi, Elaine. Hello, everybody. Hi. Green goober. Green goober, more like green booger. Oh! Wait, I'm talking about myself. Hi, Ellie. Hello. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Um, I'm like trying to keep my energy a little bit lower for one small reason, and that is because um I have my window open. It was really muggy in my room, so I'm hoping I don't scream some insane stuff before I close my window. But I'm doing good. I went to see a movie last night. I went to see a movie. I went to go see The Wild Robot, DreamWorks' newest animated movie. I got a lot of hype. It was a movie that got a lot of hype recently. And I think I cried 3 times. I think I cried 3 times watching it. But I think it could have been better. I was like, it's really funny how I'm like a huge baby when it comes to like crying at movies. That like I'll cry at a movie 3 times and I'll be like, it was okay. But I definitely think it's worth watching. It was good. It was cute. It was very emotional at times, and the art direction, honestly, it like more than any other aspect of the movie, the art direction was insane. They got like the color stylist working on that movie was doing some crazy work. Doing some crazy work. The color designer, it was like, oh, haven't seen it or anything, but most people I know were like, I cried. Yeah, I cry like a lot. I cry a lot for movies. When it comes to like Pixar movies, which this isn't really true for like recent Pixar, but like a lot of like earlier Pixar movies, I would rate based on how many times that I cried. Um, so like The Good Dinosaur, I was like, I cried 2 times, and I was like, that was a bad movie. I have some issues with the Wild Robot, but I think that they come from a place of um like film student, the little film student that lives in my brain is like, this movie should have been sadder. I think they were too scared to um do some like really dramatic things. Like, yeah, you guys should have been killing more characters. Like me watching an animated kids movie, like, they should have killed that guy. I love the little film student. They're so right. Yeah, for me, it was genuinely a thing of like, I think they should have. I think they should have killed certain characters. I think it would have made for like a more interesting and poignant story if they let characters die. Um, which is crazy because I think in the beginning of the movie is like vicious. It like does not pull punches in terms of like animals dying on screen, and like it's like, whoa. Love my music so much. Thank you. This is my work playlist. This is my playlist of songs that tell me to work, and you can tell it's not working quite yet. It's not it hasn't kicked in quite yet, but nice kids movie, but have you considered killing bitches? I think that they needed to consult Hayao Miyazaki to properly figure out like how to end the movie. The pacing was weird. You do not need this playlist. It's like 16 songs, and it's just basically a bunch of songs where people talk about money. If I had a good way to hand them out without doxing myself, I would do it. But yeah, it was a very beautiful movie. Stunningly beautiful. Some very funny moments. A good excuse to go to the movie theater and eat some popcorn. It's probably one of the best movies that's like in theaters right now. My playlists are like 24 hours long. I have like exactly one playlist that's that long, and it's my metal covers. My metal covers playlist is insane. Well, my metal covers playlist is 14 hours and 51 minutes long. So, half of that. If there's one thing that motivates me to work, it's songs about money. There is something funny about like people yelling at you like work. Our vibes is 17 hours and 33 minutes. I have just like so many playlists that they're like really like spread out between vibes and what I want to play with, like play what I want to play slash listen to. Because I kind of cycle through my playlists in a way where it's like, oh, I'm sick of this. Like, I'll listen to the same like 7 songs for a month, and then I'll be like, I'm sick of this. I can't listen to this for 4 years. Hello, Marma. Welcome on in. Hi. Should we work? Should we get some work done? Maybe? Has so many playlists. All are long because you get fixated on one and move on to the other. Yeah, I mean, I think what you're talking about is pretty similar to what happens with me, is that I get like stuck on one and then I'm like, I'm bored with you. I'm done. Next. You know what? I'm gonna make this color. And then this one can be a like a little darker color. There we go. Yup, yeah. Yup. Yup. Also, I think I need to get myself some cough drops or something, because it's reaching the season where the air is dry in a way that if I have a cold beverage, I kind of feel the need to cough. So I either need to be drinking tea at my desk or have like hard candy. All right. I said that I would work on mouth rigging today, but I think I honestly would like to start with the eyebrows because I didn't do them on this model yet. And they're pretty simple, at least like when you're doing V-Bridger eyebrows and you don't want to start the V-Bridger forms right away. It's like, oh yeah, I just have to like rig one parameter. It's fine. 3. Bring this down. Put this like here. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna 4 divide it just to have more division in it if I need that. But honestly, I'm just going to throw this into a deformer for now. Brow Y. Oh, brow LY. Money, money, money. Must be funny in a rich man's world. Time to actually work on designing you and boyfriends. VTuber models, good luck! Good luck! I hope co-working helps. Well, things I could do if I had a little money. That was another thing about the Wild Robot movie that I'm remembering. I think that they could have talked a lot less. They talked so much in that movie. Oh, where my voice? What happened to my voice? I'm so cool. You're so cool. Don't know if people tell you that enough. I just want to let you know. Oh, shucks. Nah, I'm a nerd, but I am the coolest nerd that I know, so. It's so funny to be called cool when, quite literally, earlier today, I was like, let me go on Sporkle.com and see how many Star Trek aliens that I can name from memory. Hmm. It was a lot. That's pretty cool, IMO. Okay, I'll do it right here for now for you all. So it was so humans are kind of aliens technically, and that's so humans, Vulcans, Klingon, Romulans, the Q, the Borg, Bajorans, Cardassians, Talaxians, Ocampans, Andorians, Tellarites, Bolian, Tribbles. I could keep going. It's a rich man's world. Okay, I want to... I like to do a very expressive eyebrow up. So I think we move this in a little bit. It's a very interesting eyebrow shape. I want it to be cute. I think if I like move it out too much, it looks a little strange, but I also want to consider moving the maybe I'm going this the wrong way. Maybe I need to do the angry brow first, because I think if I can figure out where the angry brow is placed and then just sort of reverse that, it'll like make perfect sense. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that, and we'll move it up the other way. That looks weird. Hmm. It's just finding like what feels right. I think. Oh! Welcome on in, Camillian. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi. If you don't know me, I'm Beezy. I'm a Jersey Devil VTuber, though I've been looking a little extraterrestrial lately, just for this spooky month. I do live 2D rigging, and I have silly side adventures in the weekend. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome. If you have to head out and do some post-stream care, you are more than welcome to do so. We'll take good care of your raiders. But thank you for coming in. I really do hope you had a good stream. I hope you did. We're working on face rigging today. Right now I'm doing eyebrows. And then we'll be doing like the base mouth rigging. That's the plan. I want to be productive today because I've given myself a treat opportunity. If I get my work done today, I get myself a boba. Stream was super fun. Hope rigging has been playing nice. To be fair, I think I only just started. I've gotten this far working on this eyebrow. I'm going to take which one is this? Highlight L1. Who are you? Oh, I forgot about this thing. I didn't even... I have rigging on this, but it's not gonna work like this. What if I just modeling apply deformer to child elements? Then we have that. Oh, but that's not good because it should be a blend shape. Okay, so we have that as a blend shape, and then I'm just gonna quickly rig this. I forgot it existed. If I'm being honest, I'm like, where should I even keep this? It's like in front of... I think I would keep it like here, and then like rotate it maybe, and then make it smaller. Whenever there's like little highlights like this that are like on the eye, I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, I love a bit of fun stylization, but this is like truly a moment of like, can I have a guide on what you want and what you expect for this to look like when the eye is closed? Okay, put that there. Do we need the extended interpolation for all of this? No, that was just to get everything into place. Linear. I think I'm changing my mind. I think I want this to be... like here? I think that's
Hello
fine.
there.
Hello there, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Okay, now I turn off the extended interpolation. Like, let me try that where it's just not visible in the final shape. Try -10. -15. And then we'll do a little blend shape on it. Just to do a little bit of movement. In and up. And then the opposite. We'll see how that looks. But I'll take this and then the eyelid and we'll make a deformer for that and it'll be IL brow Y. And I'm gonna make that a pretty big deformer. Because there's still some, like, V-Bridger form stuff that I need to do for the eye. So I just want to make sure that there's room for more stuff in there later. And... oh, you know what? This eye highlight should be in here, too. We'll make this like 10 by 7. Just crawled out of bed from a 3-hour nap. Is that good? Was it a good 3-hour nap at least? I hope that you're not like every time I have like a big nap like that, I'm just like so sweaty. I'm like, oh my god. What day is it? Yeah, I'm like, who am I? Where am I? Grr. Grr. Oh. Grr. 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 Is the Beatles still the presidents? I'm trying to. No, Beetlejuice is the president. Triton. Beetlejuice is the president. Fuck no! Not anyone but him! Okay, I think that's pretty cute. And then throw a little bit of extended interpolation on it. Just to make sure the transition is smooth. If we look at that in the physics settings. Oh wait, let me move this to here. And then I can actually properly test it. We can see the brow. That's like the eye wide open, the brow way up. Oh my god. And then that's angry with mostly closed. One thing I do also like to do is that the eyes are affected by the brow shape, but the brow shape also affected by the eyes. So I want to do that. But for the brows, I need to do like brow IL open. And then this needs to be way bigger because of all the space. Like this moves so high up and so far down that you need to like cover so much more space. Maybe like 10 by 8. 9 by 8. So then for this, we have that. And the eye is... When the eye closes, you can honestly hide that deformer and just sort of gently move things. Very, like, gentle movement. Because the eyebrows are not very close on this model. On a lot of the other models that I work on, the eyebrows and the eyes are a lot closer and a lot more connected. I think I'm losing my voice, guys. I think I might be losing my voice. That's not good. This thing is dying. Give it, I don't know, Coke Zero. No! Sprite cranberry only. I've already finished my cranberry juice. I only have water. Feel love for the first time, and I know that it's true. I can tell by the look in your eye. Reset it. I'm gonna just move it for this expression. And then adjust accordingly. I'm gonna like push things a little bit out. And then reflect that. So now the brows are a little bit less static when the eyes are also moving stuff. Wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna adjust, I think, the brow Y on the eye. Just for this. I just want to adjust it on those outer corners. I won't get you out of my mind. I feel love for the first time. Eek! I do want to add eye size L. I set up a thing for the eye size before, and I liked it. So when the eyes are, like, really wide like that, they shrink. That's very interesting. What's happening with the sclera here? Is it not set to the sclera? Why is that happening? Hmm. All of this should be clipped to the sclera. Is it not? Is that just like a different thing doing that? Hmm. Oh yeah, I guess it's just like the edges on the sclera are just so soft that they're looking like that. I guess I'm gonna have to fix that on the art. All of these models that I've been working on have had such pale skin that it's hard to tell when there's issues like that. Like the sclera and the skin tone end up being so close together that it's hard to tell when something's happening that's not right. Did y'all know that Boil Boil Toil and Trouble comes from Macbeth? Yeah, the three witches in Macbeth, right? I'm learned. I'm educated. Shaky spear. Who is this shaky spear? Who is this spear and why are they shaking him? Okay. For the mouth, I actually had to adjust this before stream. The mouth is not uh completely accurate. If you're making model art, heed my warning. I need it to be like pixel perfect. I need the mouth, the lip base, this needs to match up perfectly with the mouth. There's like no peeking. Right here there's peeking and that's not allowed. No peeking allowed. Oh my gosh. Hi, Callum. Hi, Callum. Welcome on in. Shakespeare is a distant ancestor, actually. Wow, that's cool. It feels like it should be from some old radio show, Boil Boil Toil and Trouble. Eye of Newton Cauldron Bubble. I mean, it's in like iambic pentameter. I guess like I just knew Shakespeare shit before. That, you know. I guess I don't think I knew that it was originally from there. I think I probably learned it from Wizarding book. The Wizarding book that shall not be named. But I think when I learned that it was from Macbeth, it was sort of like, okay, that makes sense, you know, because I knew that there were like witches in Macbeth. I'm like, okay, what do they call it? Because it's you're not supposed to say Macbeth when you're um like it's bad luck to say it. What do they call it? Is it the Scottish play? I think they call it the Scottish play. Yeah, okay, I remembered. I remembered. I'm very proud of myself. This model also has a lot of like unique mouths for expressions, so that's going to be fun to rig. I like to fuck around, so I say it whenever I can. I think it's only bad luck when you're like it's bad luck to say good luck on opening night. So like if I'm not performing it, I don't think that anything bad is going to happen to me. I'm just going to change the name of these things that I imported in. Okay, so we have that and replace that, and then these go here. Okay. No! I'm getting run over. In emote format. I think that like theater superstition is incredibly funny. Um I say that with so much love in my heart. I like when certain like I don't know, just like professions and careers like you have like spooky little taboos and stuff like that. Like I don't know, it's just kind of something very fun and silly about it all. I can't really think of anything other than theater where they have that kind of collective experience though. I'm sure that like in like tech departments and stuff like that you have situations where it's like, "Oh no, it's bad luck to say this sort of thing." Or it's like I know that there was a thing where it's when you work in like tech or when you work in like software that it's like a rule to never push anything out on a Friday night. And that's what happened with with that one update that was rolled out for
Hello
like
there.
Windows. Hello there. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. But when they rolled out that one update for Windows that like crashed every single like work computer for like a day. Folklore, yes. It's folklore, but like on such like a niche level. Like corporate folklore is kind of hilarious. Give me more, give me more, give me more. Just doing some slight adjustments to the mesh here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a glue to make my life a little bit easier with this. Corporate folklore is a new horror movie subgenre waiting to be made. Where's like the corporate horror? I feel like it would be insanely easy to make like a movie about like somebody getting like their first corporate job, but it's just like a certain kind of like hellscape or like indoctrination into like a cult. I feel like the framework is all entirely there, you know? We're just like a family. And you can like play the little like Slack sound effect, you know, and then like get like half the people in the movie theater with just by playing like Slack sound effects, and it's like the scariest shit ever. Like there's already enough horror stories that aren't like, you know, like slasher horror and stuff like that when it comes to like corporate stuff. If you mix corporate horror stories with like genuine like horror film genre, I feel like the like sort of fakeness of it all, like you get into a new job and everybody's fucking lying to you and it's fake as hell, you know? How I think I need to have like at least one thing running through here. Tiny bit of a cult and a cup of r/corporate horror stories. Yes. It's one of those things where I'm like the concept kind of like carries itself. I feel like there's a lot that you could do with that. But also, I don't make movies, so my coworker had a mental break and did a satanic ritual in the bathroom. Yeah. It's like, oh, actually I'm like working for the literal devil or something like that, you know? I think I saw recently that they're making a Ready or Not 2, and I love the movie Ready or Not. Um but I do find it funny cuz it's like how are you making a second one? This an- what happened to her? Like, leave her alone. Are you gonna put in a new woman? Is she marrying another guy who's a jerk? How do you make a second one? What is she running from this time? That's what I'm confused. You know what would be fun though if it was like on a honeymoon, you know? Like instead of it being like the like very much like like immediately post wedding, being in like a honeymoon, like you're on like a tropical island in the middle of nowhere, and she's like fighting for her life, most dangerous game style. That could be cool. It's her versus Monopoly board game. No, the actress in that movie is so fucking good. That's the thing where it's like I can't imagine you doing the movie with like a different actress because she killed it. She was killing it. Genuinely, like watching Ready or Not, I'm like, damn, we need to have more movies where the women can just fucking go just feral, just like scary. I'm like, oh. Ready or Not set for a sequel starring Samara Weaving? Yeah. Or is that a different person? I don't know actresses. I don't know actors in general. That's the same actress. That's the same actress. Okay, okay, okay. It's the thing of like when they do like horror movie sequels and it's the same person fucking reliving the horrors. I'm like, leave them alone. They made it out. Leave them alone. It kind of worked in Alien, because in an Alien, they're like, you don't have to go. But like these people might die if they don't have your expertise, and so she does go. And I'm like, okay. Like Nancy Prescott, girl, I love you, but buy a fucking gun. In a lot of these scenarios, I feel like a lot of final girls come out at the other end and they're like, I'm just gonna be armed to the teeth for the rest of my life. They don't fuck around anymore, you know? I've not seen all of the Halloween movies, but I feel like I get the impression that Jamie Lee Curtis does not fuck around when we do see her. uh Not Nancy. She doesn't even take a fucking boxing lesson. Oh, I kind of want to watch I kind of want to watch Cabin in the Woods for Halloween, for the Halloween season. That's a really good one. Entire movie was based on Jamie estranged from her family due to the constant prepping she does against Myers. Yeah, but she's like totally like in the right for that. Like she's it's like I get it, girl. how can you not understand where she's coming from? Okay, so I need this. We're gonna bind those together. We're gonna mess with the glue. The glue needs to be, it's all red. All needs to be red. So funny when you have Nancy killers are constantly copying my trauma, Prescott just vibing without anything to protect her. Oh, hey, I genuinely, I don't watch enough horror to actually comment on that. I've not seen most of them. I can't really handle most horror. I know your commissions are super on waitlist mode right now. I was doing some research for a project. There's some stuff I wanted to ask about. Would be chill to DM you sometime, pick your brain a little. No pressure though. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you ask me challenging questions though, it might take me 24 to 48 hours to respond. But I do love just sort of yapping about Live 2D and its possibilities. And if people just have like questions on like, is this possible with a Live 2D model? I'm like, I love doing a little bit of just sort of like theoretical problem solving, you know? Or just like, you know, no, if I know somebody really wants to commission me in the future, knowing who is interested in my work is really valuable. Because then when I do open up commissions and I see a familiar name like that, I'm like, oh, okay. All right, somebody's doing construction outside, so I have to go and close my window. Just give me 3 seconds. Oh, I got to sneeze too. Yippee! It's a sleepy day. It's a very sleepy day today. I think it's because the sun didn't come out. As soon as you can, definitely want to commission a model and rig from you. I probably will, I have like a list of commissions that I'm working on for the end of this year. Any like new commissions are looking at like starting in 2025. Have you seen Your Next? I have not. I have seen probably like a very small percentage of like the most popular horror movies. I mean, just like think of the list of horror movies that I have seen, like popular ones. I've seen the first Friday the 13th. The one Halloween movie that doesn't have Michael Myers in it. Which is that Halloween 2? I forget. I think it's Halloween 2 is the one that doesn't have Michael Myers in it. I've seen Alien. Alien is a horror movie. It's horror sci-fi, but it's definitely like I think an iconic horror movie. I've seen Midsommar. I think that this might be it. I don't know. I've seen Ready or Not. I've seen Ready or Not. That's on the. It's crazy that I saw that one. Horror movies. I've seen A Nightmare on Elm Street. I've seen that one. I've seen Scream. I just like Googled. I've seen Nope. I loved Nope. Nope was insane. Hmm. Anything else? Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I really like that one. Cabin in the Woods, which I mentioned. That's the list, I think. That's oh, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat is fantastic. I've seen Trick or Treat. I've seen the Krampus one as well. I forget what it's called. the it's like Trick or Treat but with Krampus. I've seen that one. Yeah, the list of
Let's hear them.
Yeah, stretch and hydrate. I will do that. I will do that.
Save.
Oh God!
Save.
God, please!
Save. Save.
Okay,
Save.
I save.
Save.
Banger. So true. We're already back at the beginning of my playlist, I think. Did we listen to them all already? Oh my gosh. You're a freshman in college. You won't be good for another good 2 to 3 years. Adore my art and rigs. They look so good and well done. It's your brain. Ah, I hope that I get to work for you in the future, Star. I do hope. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so like my horror movie list is very short. I'm not interested in expanding my horror horizons. I'm specifically set on expanding my sci-fi horizons. I want to watch like the sci-fi classics and get through them and just sort of have like a complete knowledge of the big sci-fi hits. Except for Star Wars. I don't care about Star Wars. Because, say it with me, everyone. Star Wars is a Western. You're knee deep into the horror scene. You and like a lot of friends of mine. The one horror movie that I think I would like to check out, is Carrie. Star Wars is boring? I don't think necessarily. I think there's like some interesting things going on in Star Wars. And I also don't want to be that like Trekkie who's like, Star Wars sucks actually. It's just like I used to be a big Star Wars fan, and something like happened, my brain clicked and said I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play with my Star Wars toys anymore. Star Wars is not your favorite though, because your family has forced you to watch every movie and series against your will, which is so funny. I've seen so little of the Star Wars movies, despite the fact that like my family was so into it, was so into Star Wars. I think just sort of after what happened with like episode 8 and then into episode 9, and then you have like all of the shows that they made, I was just like, yeah, I don't like what's going on here. I don't care for what's going on here. I'm gonna change the playlist since I have listened to these songs already. I'm feeling kind of poppy. I'm feeling kind of a little poppy today. A thing that I like about Star Wars that is not as present in Star Trek is that Star Trek is very prosthetics heavy and Star Wars is very puppet heavy. And I wish that they had more puppets in Star Trek. I love puppets. They've added way too much and it feels cluttered. The originals are good, but boy, are they cheesy. They are cheesy. I think that the more serious that they take themselves, the less I like it a little bit. I love Muppets. I love Luke running around with Yoda on his back. I love just seeing all the weird aliens in the casino scene. In episode 8, everybody was like, what's this casino scene? Welcome on in, Sprinklebat. Hello, hi. Thank you so much for the raid. If you don't know me, I'm Bazy. I'm a Jersey Devil VTuber looking a little extraterrestrial this month. I do live 2D rigging and have silly side adventures on the weekend. Thank you so much for thinking of me as somebody to raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. If you have to head out and do some post-stream care, feel free to do so, but I appreciate you nonetheless. The Shape of Things to Come is a fun, old, bad sci-fi movie. Sci-fi movies I want to say like pre-Star Wars. I feel like Star Wars probably is kind of the big shift in sci-fi. Like, sci-fi just like looked really shit for like so much of film history. And I love that. I feel like a lot of it, this is like a deep pull, but I feel like a lot of it, hi, thank you for the follow. I feel like a lot of it comes from, there was a team of people that were working on an animated, was it animated? A version of Dune. The book Dune. They were making a movie version of it. This guy Jodorowsky, and he had like a crazy team of people put together, and that movie never got made. But it was such sort of like an artistic trip that a lot of the people's work kind of went on to inspire other stuff, including Star Wars, including Alien, including just sort of like so many different popular sci-fi franchises, and I find that fascinating. I was looking at the stuff from Jodorowsky's Dune, and I went, wait a motherfucking second, this shit inspired Wander Over Yonder, beloved sci-fi cartoon, one of my favorites, absolute classic. If you're not familiar with Wander Over Yonder, watch Wander Over Yonder. It's good. It's good. I love it very much. Okay, let's put these in the corner here. If an alien character, too, looked like someplace comfy. Oh, I think I missed a little bit. Oh, you have an alien character too. Look like someplace comfy. You would like, yeah! I'm only an alien for Halloween. I'm glorping. I'm doing a little glorp cosplay, my Halloween costume, but my lore is that I do live in space, and my little purple guy right here, he's also an alien. We are big into sci-fi in this house. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, I remember. One thing that was kind of funny about, hi! One thing that was kind of funny about, the movie The Wild Robot was that the main character, her name was Roz, which was like short for Rosman, I think was her like unit type or something. And I was like, what the hell? That's the name of my ship. My ship it's not Rosman, but it's Roswell. So I'm like, that's, no, I named my robot Roz. You can't have it. It's mine. And so it was weird hearing that throughout the movie and being like, this my ship. This my ship. You can't have it. Give life a stranger. Have you seen much of Doctor Who? No, I have not. That is sort of like, that's on the list. I would like to go through it. But there's just so much of it. And I'm the kind of person who's like, I want to watch it from the beginning because I'm a freak. I know it's like, You could just watch like the seasons depending on like whatever actor you like or whatever. I don't play like that. I'm starting at 1. I'm getting from 1 to the newest one. Okay, so this is the lower line. I'm just gonna keep that there so I can see the guideline of where the mouth should go. Okay, 1 of current Who or classic Who? Who's on first? I want to see the guy with the big scarf. I think he's like isn't he like the second? He's like one of the first like 3 or something, right? Or maybe he's like one of the first 5. Doctor's first form is like black and white. That's another doctor. Yes, I want to start there. I like watching those kind of medias chronologically because I'm insane. I did the same with Star Trek. Star Trek I'm watching chronologically. I started with original series and I'm now on Voyager, but I'm almost done with Voyager. And then Enterprise. And then after Enterprise, what's after is it Discovery? I think Discovery is after Enterprise. Or it might be the alternate original series movies. I don't know. I got one of those brains. Yeah, there's so much Doctor Who. But if I can get through all of Star Trek, like, I could get through Doctor Who. I actually don't know how much more there is of Doctor Who versus Star Trek, but I really want, what I really want is I want to see, 2001 A Space Odyssey, but I would like to see it in a theater. Or, like, I know that they sometimes have it, like, at the Hollywood Bowl. And I was like, I could make a trip out to the Hollywood Bowl to see, like, an important movie with, like, an orchestra. I think that would be kind of cool as hell. Lola, I made up my mind. I'm not gonna fall in love this time. Lola, I made up my mind. Mouth. We'll say that Modern Who you find on like HBO and it's its own story. It covers like its own character. I have heard this. I have heard that the more recent Doctor Who is a great jumping in point for people who don't necessarily like want to follow up on the lore, which I totally respect. And like a lot of people say the same about One Piece, the like newest sort of version of One Piece is a similar situation where it's like, oh, instead of, you know, trying to read all like 3,000 chapters of One Piece, you can just sort of catch up starting from the beginning with this live action series. I'm like, I'm not going to do that, but I will say Modern Who you find, so it says 385 hours, 16 days if you were watching nonstop without sleeping. 48 days if you were watching for 8 hours a day. Now, how many is that for Star Trek? Because I'm more than halfway through Star Trek. How many hours for all of Star Trek? Yeah, 556 hours. I've probably already watched 385 hours of Star Trek just by getting through original series, uh, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. Wait, by for Star Trek, what are you counting as all of Star Trek? What? Anything that isn't like a video game, I guess. Like, I'll count all of it. Are you kidding me? I mean, documentaries on like how they made it. I'm not including that. But those four are like the main ones. Are you counting all the movies? Yeah, I've seen almost all of them. I've seen all 6 of the original series movies. I've seen the first of the Next Generation once. I keep forgetting to watch the rest of the Next Generation movies. And I'm almost done with Voyager. All of the series that I have left basically are like ones that only have like 2 or 3 seasons, and some of them have like episodes that are not even 50 minutes long. Skip the River Song storyline. It's so bad. Actively made you mad how it ends and where it goes. Oh, I don't give a shit about things that make me mad. I don't care about when the show is bad. I just go, damn, that was bad. I wouldn't have done it like that. You think that I made it through all of Star Trek without getting incredibly pissed off about the way that they pair major characters and how they fumble relationships? I'm stronger than you know. I've been spending the last 4 seasons of Star Trek Voyager screaming at my screen that Chakotay will not make a fucking move on Janeway. I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. You definitely fell off with Enterprise and couldn't keep up. Yes, yeah. As somebody who also started a little bit of Enterprise, I get it. Oh, I get it. It's not the beginning of Enterprise has been like really like I don't know. I don't find the characters nearly as compelling as they are in the other series, you know? I think that's something that Star Trek does very well in its like core series is that they have very compelling casts and characters. And Enterprise, it's like really difficult for me to remember the names of certain characters. It's like if it's not T'Pol and it's not their freak doctor, I'm like, oh, that one is I know there's Archer. I'm like pretty much done with season 1 of Enterprise, and I'm like, there's Archer, there's Trip, there's T'Pol, and there's Dr. Phlox, and there's the British one. I think his name is Malcolm. Oh, there's the communications lady. Don't remember her name. It's so difficult. Premise is, what if there was a girl who meets the doctor backwards, so the first time he meets her is the last time she'll see him? Where do you think this storyline goes? Let me reread that. What if there was a girl who meets the doctor backwards, first time he meets her, so last time she'll see him? Oh, that's kind of like fun though. That's kind of a fun concept, but I can see how it's very easily bungled. I can see how that happened. Never forgive TNG for Sub Rosa. I mean, I watched it all, but that was painful. Is Sub Rosa the one where Picard lives that life of he like learns how to play the flute? Oh no, Sub Rosa. Sub Rosa is Oh my god! That episode is so camp. That one is so crazy. I fucking loved that episode. In the way where I was like, this is awful. This is so bad. But I'm like, oh, this is some junk food. I like the episodes that like make me feel something. It doesn't even necessarily need to be a good feeling. No, you don't know where it goes. May I spoil it? No. I want to experience it organically and make my own opinions. Smile. Sub Rosa to me is like fucking crazy in a way that I was like, I don't know. It just kind of. It fucking... Oh, it's so stupid. That episode, I'm like, this feels like some. Sometimes when stuff is extra stupid, I'm like, this feels like some original series bullshit. And that felt like that to me. But to me, I like a fun episode more than I like a good episode. Which is why I think Deep Space Nine is my favorite. Because it has both the best, like, good episodes and also the most fun episodes. Where I'm at in the 7th season of Voyager, I've just been like, where the fuck? Where'd the fun go? Nobody's having fun anymore. I need a fun episode. Where are the Ferengi? I need to get silly. Where's my baseball episode? Just every episode's been like depressing. I'm like, oh. Gonna move this way. And this up, I think. No, I think it's fine. I know Voyager gets bad eventually because everybody's always complaining about it, but when you watch it as a kid, you don't really ever really disliking it. So clearly you need to rewatch it until you hate it. I don't think Voyager's that bad. I think it has some clunkers. I think the clunker to gold ratio on Voyager is skewed. I think a lot of the episodes do kind of fall a little bit more middle of the road. To me, Next Generation was pretty boring. But like, I think Voyager a lot of times is more fun than Next Generation is. And I think I like the cast of Voyager and the characters of Voyager a lot more than I like the characters of Next Generation. I compare those two to each other because original series Star Trek to me is so its own thing. It's so its own thing. I can't like compare it to anything other than the reboot version of it, which obviously to me the reboot version fucking pales. The reboot version, I know a lot of people like a lot of things about the 2009 J.J. Abrams Star Trek reboot. To me, they missed the entire fucking point. To me, I'm like, I don't think you understood what was happening, actually. I think you need to reread the material. I feel like Janeway keeps the whole thing together. I agree with that. Janeway is fantastic. There's like a lot of very humorous sort of interactions. My favorite is the Doctor. I think the Doctor is so funny. He's just like always crazy. My problem with Voyager a lot of the time is that like, especially when you consider that Deep Space Nine and Voyager were like running like concurrently, Voyager just like conveniently forgets like all of the like relationship stuff that they set up where it's like, oh, Harry Kim has a crush on Seven of Nine. I wonder if that's gonna go anywhere. That's so fun and interesting and so exciting. Oh, let's see where this goes. And then they just don't. They don't do anything with that. They just forget about it and they just completely do other stuff. They've done that with like Seven of Nine with like everybody on the ship other than Paris. I'm like, oh my god, can we like make up our mind on a pairing and just like stick with it? I mean, they do it with one, but like. It's like a different one. The episodic thing definitely hurts it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like much more monster of the week than I think its predecessors. I think it has a lot more in common with Next Generation in that way. But Deep Space Nine was running concurrently and doing like 6-episode long plot lines that were like huge things. And then, like, from season 3 all the way through to season 7, we know that, like, Odo is obsessed with Kira. And it's just, they're doing a will they, won't they for 4 seasons. Voyager does a will they, won't they for 2 episodes. If anything more than 1. And then it never comes up again. And I feel like I'm being gaslit. It's like, what? What? Yeah. That's my Star Trek yap. What the hell is happening here? I just wanted to delete this triangle here. To be fair, your understanding of it was that Voyager was meant to be the monster of the week one, Deep Space Nine was meant to be the slow burn one. They tried to split it up for some reason. That decision makes so much sense to me. Considering that people like weren't streaming content back then, you were just like tuning in to catch every episode. With one of them, you had to like pay attention to what happened week to week, and the other one to just be doing more silly stuff, you know? But it just felt weird for like they plant so many seeds and then they don't grow into anything. And I'm like, oh. And all the time I'm like, oh, that's like kind of a fun idea. And then the idea doesn't go anywhere. And it just becomes really frustrating. Hence them running concurrently too. Yeah. I do like a lot of the characters in Voyager. There's one character, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for B'Elanna and Chakotay. B'Elanna more than Chakotay. B'Elanna is such a funny character to me because she's such a fucking stick in the mud. It drives me absolutely crazy. For those unfamiliar, B'Elanna is a character in Voyager who is half human and half Klingon, and a lot of her storylines have to do with her sort of like personal feelings on being biracial, by speciesal. And she's got a lot of like anger issues because she is half Klingon. I love the concept of B'Elanna. I love the concept of B'Elanna. You wanted to be half Klingon as a little girl? That's so cute. That's so cute. But my issue with B'Elanna comes primarily from the fact that she hates that she's Klingon. It feels like it's supposed to be like a metaphor for being biracial, and times that there's so many episodes that it very much feels like that kind of metaphor, but they don't really end in any kind of satisfactory way. And they also don't, I feel like they don't do enough with her, like, she doesn't have that much personality beyond her, like, trauma and her anger. And I'm like, she like goes and she goes out of her way to make fun of other people for having hobbies. And I'm like, girl, you don't have any hobbies. She gets so rude. And I'm like, for what reason? She'll like make fun of the doctor for doing opera, and I'm like, you literally don't have hobbies. And I don't even necessarily think that's the fault of the character as much as it's like a fault of the writing and sort of like the way they wrote women back in the 90s, but 7 of 9 is a lot of fun. You're always waiting for her to soften up, and even when she does, they make her forget it the next episode because it's episodic. Yes. Yes. I think my dislike of B'Elanna comes from a place of like, I feel like they could have done so much more with her. 7 of 9, they're doing shit with 7 of 9 all the time. Though there was one episode. There was one episode I just watched where 7 of 9 is like, I want to take the next step in being more human and like have relationships with people and have emotions and stuff like that. By the end of the episode, she's like, just kidding, I don't want to do that anymore. And I'm like, guys, we're in the 7th season! It's the last season! We need to wrap it up! We can't just say no! We can't just do takesies backsies at the end! What are you talking about? I feel crazy. B'Elanna just feels like they did Worf again, but worse. The thing is that's crazy is that Worf is not very good in Next Generation. It's just Deep Space Nine that saved him. Worf in Next Generation is like just okay. Yeah. TNG Worf sucks. The thing is that he sucks compared to what they do with him in Deep Space Nine. It's crazy. It's crazy how much better he is in Deep Space Nine. I'm like, oh, these guys fucking get it. Worf is already doing the whole trying to reconcile Starfleet culture with Klingon culture thing. The thing that's funny about Worf, though, is that he's a deadbeat dad. That's my favorite thing about him. Is that he's a fucking deadbeat. He doesn't have any relationship with his son. And we always forget that his son exists. I'm like, Worf, your fucking son! Your fucking son, Worf! You have a son! Oh, it's just... He shows up like once in Deep Space Nine. I'm like, oh, that's so crazy. I thought that he would show up so much more. I was like, this is perfect because like Jake and Nog are like, they're also kids on the station, and there you got Molly. There's like so many more kids in Deep Space Nine. But no, he does not show up. He's just up for like one episode. Oh. Oh, I could yap about Star Trek all day. Apologies to the chat members who don't Trek. Oh, Sisko's a good dad. O'Brien is a good dad. I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, who? Oh, in the Sporkle quiz that I did, I was like trying to remember where I was like listing all of the Star Trek species names, and I couldn't remember the cat people. I know there's cat people. They're like not in a ton of stuff. They're in Lower Decks. They're in a lot of the animated series where it's a lot easier to just sort of have like a furry. I'm like, they're not called Caitians. I can't remember what. It's something like Star Trek cat people. Oh, they are Caitians. No, but I think there's 2 of them. Cause in, I don't know. They are Caitian. Interesting. I think that they should have a Star Trek season where they have a Klingon doctor. I think they should have a Klingon doctor. I think it would be funny. Oh, I'm tired from giggling. Okay, let's edit this a little bit. Bring this over and down. I'm gonna bring this smile up a little bit. That's a little scary, actually. I take it back. I think if we do this, and this should go up a bit. Lying in the sun. I would love a Star Trek season that is actually fun. Yeah, they need to get stupid. I think that's kind of why Lower Decks is one of the more like popular things with like Trekkies. Is that like, oh yeah, awesome, it's like stupid. It's a little bit of the thing of like, oh, I recognize that character, that meme, you know? It's got a little bit of the like, I got that reference syndrome, but like, I think Star Trek is full of so much dumb shit that when you reference the dumb shit, it's kind of its own thing. It's like, hey guys, remember salt succubuses? That was weird. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Don't get me wrong, I don't think they can just make 90s Star Trek again. It was definitely a product of its time, but damn, I miss the optimism. Yeah. I miss the Elcar's graphic design system. And that's what I miss. That's a very specific thing to say, but I miss when the UI looked like this. I think the UI should look like, oh, this is so cute. This is a cross stitch. That's so cute. I want the UI to look like this again. Because like what happened was that I don't know what did it. I think it might have been Avatar. Not the Last Airbender, but the blue people. I think something happened in sci-fi in the aughts that just sort of like took, you know, these more like unique design sensibilities and like made everything into slightly transparent blue holograms, and I went, I don't like it. But this is so cute. I love this. This is adorable. I think this is well, this is oh, it is the Enterprise. I was like, I don't recognize the shape. It's just a very funny shape from the side. I did not recognize your side profile. I love looking at the old technology, like their funny little iPads and stuff. In the older shows. And then just being like, those aren't iPads! Those aren't iPads! Those are stickers! You put stickers on plastic! You're watching an interview about the graphic design of those panels. You forgot all of it because you're smooth brained. It was a good interview, probably. I don't remember anything. I think I watched the same interview. Was it Adam Savage? The Adam Savage's tested that whole channel. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that one too. It's a good one. Smile, smile, smile. Okay, I think I could possibly. Okay, I'm gonna make the character no longer green. Turn off the guide again. I think I can definitely move the mouth up a little bit. Like, I think that's just cuter. I want it to still look natural, though. I think we're running into a thing here where this blush is below the mouth. I think this needs to go here. I might have to mess with that if it needs to be under the markings. Okay. You can see what's happening here, right? Oh, the blushes are always an issue for this. I'll make a note of it. I'll have to figure it out off stream, I think. Where's my note? Where's my notes? I also should write down the sclera transparent on edges, and then blush with mouth skin. Arnar. This is the problem with the models are so light, like, their skin tone is so light. Well, I guess this would be an issue for any of them. If you have, like, blush on them, it's gonna conflict with, the mouth. Because you want the blush to be over the mouth skin, but the mouth skin is also covering the stuff that's inside the mouth, and you don't want the blush to be on top of, like, the tongue. So it's like, but let's just focus on making some cute mouth forms. Let's not worry about that just yet. Could bring this over here. Bring this up here. Okay, take that. Sad. Hmm. Hmm. Evil. Like, shock. Um. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like I could push it a bit more. That's a little too much. Wet dress, so kiss me. On the moonlit heart. Let the fireflies dance, silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Where did the mouth go? Where did I do? What did I, where did it go? What did I do? Hello? Huh? Why is it invisible? What did I do? Okay, I don't know what I did. That was scary. I might have accidentally deleted a keyform. That's my best guess. Silver moon sparkling. So the only thing with this is that when I do the mouth open, I like the mouth to sort of have a little bit of squash and stretch. So when the mouth is open, bring it in a little bit and maybe like up like that. And then for this, Yep, 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 yep. So I think for this, move it up a little bit. And bring it in like that, maybe. And I'm gonna bring the edges down a little bit. Okay. Hmm. Gonna... Hmm. There we go. Hmm. Hmm. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. I think that's good. I think I'm futzing. I'm futzing. It's good to futz now instead of have issues later, though. Okay, so this is actually on the wrong side, so the mouth opens this way. Okay, synthesize the corners now. Will it synthesize properly? Mostly properly. I should probably run an ad soon. Okay, 15 minutes. I'm out of water. So I'll have to take a break to get more water on the next ad break.
Piggy dipping.
So true.
Piggy dipping at the piggy pond.
Piggy dipping at the piggy pond. I can't, but I gotta wait to refill. I can't right now. In a little bit. In a little bit. I promise. Hmm. It's gonna be a situation rigging this mouth inside. I think it's one solid color though, so I don't really have to worry too much about it. I can just do this. But I have V-Bridger forms too, so I have to kind of keep that in mind. Teeth. Water. I do need water. Water in 1 moment. Water in 10 minutes. Oh, what did I just click on? Oh, no, thank you. I'm making the same faces as I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in, and this needs to go up. Cover these edges. Bring that in a little bit. Bring that in a little bit more. Okay, so a very important part of this process is that I need the lower teeth and the tongue to move with the jaw open, with the mouth open. Otherwise, it does not look right at all. Alright, let's move this here. I find it really difficult to sort of convey that like E mouth sound on models that don't have like bottom teeth. It's not impossible, but I feel like seeing teeth is a part of selling that particular illusion. I want to change my music to what do I want to listen to? Disco. Or you know what? I have Halloween disco. Let's listen to Halloween disco. I just clicked on a random song. Alright, so we have these teeth. This is with the jaw open, and when the jaw's not open, probably want to be about here? Hmm. So I think that usually what I do is that for the smile, I'll set this higher in the smile, then this lower. So I bring this up. And then and then it's making kind of like a very stretchy face with the base mouth movements. You have to like rig the rest of the face to kind of compensate for that much movement, which is a bit of a pain, but it's a pain that is worth it, at least to me. I might move this up here and that down. Just like sort of sliding certain parts of the face around to make things more expressive. It kind of, you gotta kill the robot in the program, because everything in Live 2D is designed to like let the computer interpolate everything, so the little bits of just like tweaks and futzing with it will, in my opinion, make it feel more human, make it feel a little bit more fleshy, you know? So you've got that. What was it that I was gonna do next? So that's... Oh, let's just do, like, the moving the face to move a little, everything with it. So I'll take all of, like, the head. Face. Usually I do stuff for, like, the eyes and the brows as well. I'll just make the one for the mouth for now.
Hello there.
And I'll make it bigger so that way I can see more. Hello there. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hi, Jay. Welcome on in. What are we looking at? 5 minutes? 5 more minutes before I go and get some more water. Let's just say this is like 9 by 13. 9 by 11. 10 by 11. Okay, so now when do the mouth open first. Set this to 2 by 3. Set this to smooth 2. So when the mouth opens, the jaw follows. Honestly, probably 2 by 4 is fine. Bring this down and then squish in the sides a little bit. Yap, 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 yap. And then for like the smile, you can bring it up and out a little bit. And then I can just sort of invert that for the frown. And then synthesize the corners for that. I like this. I like the smile being very toothy. Hmm. I'm sweating. How's rigging? It's going pretty good. I do like rigging faces. I do like it quite a bit. Before I go and get some more water, I'm going to rig a little bit of the nose moving with the mouth movement. I think this is kind of a weird shape. It's because there's like just transparent pieces in it, so it's kind of gonna look funky. Clean art is just so much easier to work with when it comes to Live 2D and they're like auto meshing. It's just like it doesn't know what to do with transparent elements. Oh, I have mirror edit on. Ha ha ha. We don't need that. Move this over here. kind of even things out a little bit. I'm gonna put like a center point on this. Okay, so now we have that and this. I'm gonna say nose, mouth, form, open. Usually the way that I set up everything is that eyes are the ones that are like the like lowest level deformer that's adjusting like other pieces of the face, and then brows, and then mouth. I think that's sort of like a good hierarchy in terms of like what has the most control over like what is like moving the muscles of your face. Your mouth muscles are gonna be moving like what, like half of your face. Your brow is kind of be controlling more of the eye. Yeah. That's how I think about it. So much of Live 2D and so much of like 3D puppeting as well is just all about like hierarchies and figuring out what has more control over what. It's kind of fun. Oh, I think we're in ad time. Okay, I will go and get my water. I'll be back. I'll be back. I return. This song is very funny. Oh boy. I like it a lot. This is really good. This is I'm the in parentheses mummy by Long Tall Ernie and the Shakers. Long Tall Ernie and the Shakers. Love that. This is a good Halloween song. It's going on my short list of Halloween bops. Certified hood classic. I'm the mummy. Awesome. So that's good for the mouth form, and then for the mouth open, I'm gonna stretch it down a little bit and in. Hmm. Maybe that's not even entirely accurate for like the mouth open. I think it's just sort of like her shape. So I think here we're moving things up more. Let's synthesize that, and then here I think we move it up even more. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then I think for this one, we just move things down a bit more. Let me look at that in the physics settings. Excuse me. Just a little sneeze. You know what? I'm gonna hack in. I'm hacking in. I'm hacking in. Testing. Testing. Oh, that's pretty damn cute. That's pretty damn cute. I'm shaking my mouth with mouth X, but that's not on the model yet, so we don't see that.
Hello there.
Hello there! Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Lots of new follows, lots of new faces around. I think the people are a fan of Glorp. I'm noticing, I didn't notice this before, but when I testing it like that, I didn't quite realize how this shape sort of sticks out. This eyelid color. I'm just gonna like hide it a bit more. I'm gonna like bring it back up on this side a little bit, but like I just kind of want to keep that under. I think part of what I need to do here is it needs to be moved more this way. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, that's a little bit neater. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Let's add mouth X. I want to add mouth X. So again, wiggle that around. Oh, but I should, before I do that, we have a thing for brow movement. We should have a thing for IL mouth form open. So that when this one will move with the funny mouth shapes. Alright, we have that. Let's move this up a little bit, I think. And then reverse that for the sad expression. You know, if I'm being completely honest, it should be this and the brow. Brow L mouth form open. This playlist is so silly. I really like it. I think I should just use the brush for most of this, honestly. Hmm. So mad. So evil. Devious. Smug. Now that's smug. You clearly don't own an air fryer. Glebia debius. Alright, let's do the mouth open one. Set to default, mouth open. For mouth open, we're just gonna hold down and squeeze in a little bit. All right, then synthesize those. Let's test that out. Okay. Wow, it's coming together! Yippee! Okay. Wow, how cute. How very cute. Okay. I'm liking how things are looking. I'm liking how they're looking. Except we're not looking yet. I did not set up eyeball X and Y. So we can only stare straight forward. But I'll take care of that off stream because it's such a complicated eye to turn that I'm like, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with on stream. Hmm. Hmm. Let's do mouth X really quick. Just because it's fun. That's a fun one. Reset to defaults. Mouth temp. We'll do all of this. Mouth X. Now, usually this one is a pretty big one. Like, I have to consider sort of the shapes of everything. And also, usually there's V-Bridger forms, so I'm just gonna make this a very big deformer, and then hopefully I won't have to worry about it or fix it. I don't want to do the V-Bridger forms today. We will do them after we do the base forms. Usually I wait to add this stuff, but I kind of just want to do more, if that makes sense. I'm like, I'd like to do a little more work, even if it's out of order. Mouth X. All right. Oh, that's not, it should not include the teeth in the jaw. I want to see if I can use auto generation with sway motion to help me here. I kind of did. It's not quite right, but it's a good starting point. So this is gonna come in on the sides. Reset that. Okay. I'm gonna rotate it a little bit like that. Althex is a bit of a weird one. It's usually not very difficult to implement, but it's sometimes a little bit difficult to look right. All right, reflect that. Yeah, see? Ooh, that smirk. I'm like, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. About to make problems for myself when I realize all the V-Bridger forms are gonna look way too extreme. With the mouth X, specifically. I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. All right, let's try that. The jaw also needs to move too. It's kind of robotic. I think I like it like that more, but maybe I can bring it up more, actually. Let's try that. All right, let's do... Is it going to be pain to tone them down later if necessary? No, it's very easy to reduce the strength of something that you've done before in Live 2D. I literally will just, like, click on the parameter and set keys at, like, the halfway point, delete the old frames, and then just change the halfway frames to be the new ones. The thing that makes it difficult is me wanting to still be strong. I like the really strong, very, like, toony, expressive movements, you know? And limiting myself, I'm like, Nirvana! Face, mouth, X. Think that works. I might add more interpolation. This is funny to, like, take mouth X and mouth open and just... We're chewing. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, mouth X. Here, we'll do... nose? How does that look? This would also need interpolation. Reflect that motion. Let's see. If anything, it just needs to be pushed up a little bit. And then extended interpolation, ellipse interpolation. Okay, now I just need to adjust the eye. So we'll add another thing to this. Eyebrow, L, mouth, X. And I basically do this for all the V-Bridger forms as well. And that's how you kind of get that, like, Pixar-y kind of look. With all of the different parts moving. Making things more expressive. When everything's, like, helping everything else move, it just makes everything feel a lot much more fleshy. Yeah! I'm really thinking, like, talking out my process, thinking out loud today. I want to do it more often. That way I sort of explain my, like, reasoning for what I'm doing. Because I know some people watch and they want to, like, learn something when they're watching somebody rig. There's a lot of, like, art concepts behind it that I think a lot of people, when they're, like, teaching Live 2D rigging, they'll teach you how to do it, but they don't teach you, like, concepts. I feel like that can be just as important, you know? Because the more you understand sort of just, like, the basic, the building blocks of everything, the more you can kind of do whatever you want. And that's more important. Whereas... I was like, where did my brush go? Like, learning how to follow a recipe and learning how to cook are two different things. It's helpful as rubber ducking, too. Yeah! I was watching somebody else today. I don't remember who... Oh, I was watching, there's a guy making a game that's a Starship simulator that I've been keeping up on the progress of a little bit. And on that stream they were talking about rubber ducking. I'm like, how come? Why am I hearing about rubber ducks more often than once a day? And I was like, oh, that's what it was. I was watching that stream. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, rubber ducking is when you have a rubber duck on your desk that when your code is broken, you explain to the duck how your code works, and you talk to the duck like it's 5 years old, and you say, this piece of code does this, and this piece of code does that, until you've gone through your code and you figure out what the problem is. And I think that's so cute. Again, we're talking about corporate lore. We're talking about the weird little idiosyncrasies of specific careers, and that one's a particularly cute one. I like it a lot. It's just one of those days where we talk about rubber ducks a lot, I guess. Mouth X adds so much. So much stretch. You're stealing rubber ducking? My rubber ducky! No! You are the one! You are the chosen one! Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time oh so fun. Not in any way, shape, or form a coder. Just want to talk to my stuffed animals. Yeah, absolutely. It works exactly the same with a stuffed animal, too. Callum is another reason to use the the little duck emote. It's forcing you to present your problem in a simplified way that boils everything down, since you can often end up having trouble solving a problem when you're overwhelmed. Yes. Yes. It's a very interesting sort of like way to solve your problems that's also very cute. Yeah. 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 I think I might temporarily just like flip the eyebrows just to see everything kind of moving together. I forgot how many pieces were in this eye. There's so many pieces. Okay, copy all this. Actually, don't copy it. Reset to default values. Copy, paste. Take all that. This. Reflect. Mouth X is the only one that should be different. Where did the iris go? Oh, I didn't have both of them selected. Okay, now reflect. Okay. Wow! 2 eyes! Wow, this model is so stinking cute! What the hell? So stinking cute! Oh my god. Oh! Ooh! Hey! Smug. It was good as it was. You liked the Cyclo egg. That'd be a funny VTuber concept, to just be like a half-finished VTuber. just like half baked, half cooked, where you only have like the one eye and you're bald and just like a little bit like messed up. You also end up doing a stream of consciousness in a notepad file to help on days when your brain can't hold the whole problem in your head. It helps a lot. My whole like desktop is just notepad files. Like this one right now is just like a list of stuff that I need to fix on the model later. I have one for like every single model that I'm working on currently, and if I don't write down a problem that I notice, I might forget about it, and I'm like, oh, I need to keep my little notepad. And it's also just kind of funny because, like, I've had jobs where my bosses were like, you have organization problems or something like that. How do you organize your stuff? And I'm like, first of all, I don't have organization problems. I just do it differently than you because I have ADHD and I just keep all of my stuff. I like to keep a little notepad file and write down the stuff I need to do. And when I'm done it, I erase it. And they're like, you need to use this weird function of Microsoft Teams. And I'm like, I hate it here. I'm like, just like, oh, fuck off. I'm like I was way more productive than them. And it was just like, no, I think what the problem is that you don't give me time to do work. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with the corporate life in the same capacity now.
Save.
God, please.
Save. Save.
Save.
It wasn't like I was like, I wasn't forgetting shit. I wasn't forgetting to email people. I was just saying like, hey guys, we have too many meetings in the day for people to get work done. And they really did not like that. They really did not like that. They were like, well, obviously you just have organizational problems. And I'm like, no. I'm one of the girlies who, when it comes to like a 9-to-5 job, it's like, I'm gonna do all of my shit that I can in the first 30 minutes of work and then just do nothing else. I'm just like a get it done person in the email workplace. With art, it's a bit different. Art is hard. Art, you have to like take your time a little bit more. And I think also because you can kind of get repetitive motion injuries are much more like prominent, I think, in an art job. You can really hurt your wrist if you're overworking yourself. That and your like perception of things is going to be colored differently depending on like your mood, your energy. So many more factors when you're making art. When it comes to emails, I'm like, this shit's easy. Oh. It's also like, it's been so long since I've been in that kind of environment where everybody expects you to sort of operate in the same exact way, then like micromanages your work day. Yeah, that's the thing, is like people micromanaging your work day, and it's like, okay, but like I think it's a bit silly to make, you know, to like make organizational Excel sheets and stuff like that instead of actually just doing the work. That was the kind of thing for me, is like I would rather just do the work. Everything else is procrastination. Know what it's like being the person who's plowing through stuff and then getting told the way you work doesn't work? Yeah. And it was especially annoying being in a workplace where it was my managers being like, no, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong if you don't sort of like say everything that you're doing in 5 different places and keep, you know, tabs on like this and like this, that, like if you don't do it in this exact way, you're doing it wrong. And then working with artists and like managing artists and the artists being like, oh my god, thank you. You're the only person I've ever worked with who actually understood what I needed. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. Oh, it's just like night and day. Oh, it's just like night and day. It can be a weird defensiveness thing on their part too. Yeah, totally. I'm like giving myself PTSD though. I don't need to I don't need to think about it. I don't need to think about it. It's not who I am anymore. It's not who I am. I forget if this eyeball is it? It's not symmetrical. Like I think there's proper lighting and like directional lighting on this. The right eye? Yes, there is proper directional lighting. Dobby is a free elf! Master has given Dobby freedom from the 9 to 5! Oh wait, okay, so this is the temp IR. Temp IR, the fake one. Cause then the real IR is this one. The real Slim Shady is that one. So if I have the other eye turned on, okay. Now the other eye just won't move, but that's fine. That's fine. It's just stuck. A little bit stuck. It's gonna be okay. That's such a cute smile. Smile. Stroke. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit. I can send this over as like a little reference of how the face is looking with the default mouth shape stuff. And then if I get approval on that, then we'll get into VBridger stuff. We'll probably end up doing VBridger stuff next week if I end up streaming more of this model next week. I'll probably switch to a different model. I don't know. We'll see. I'm having fun with Mouth X. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm very happy with the brows. It's so much fun when the model does the thing. It's so nice when you're working on the face and the face starts to come together and things start to come to life. It's just like, wow, yay, yippee. Can you make one eye a little lower than the other just to annoy people? I could do whatever I wanted. I could do whatever I want. Oh, I can do cheek puff. I can do cheek puff really quickly. Let me just check something really quick. Now, mouth X and cheek puff. Oh, this model has a special cheek puff. I think. It's like we have a pout temp right here. Where's the pout? It's not showing up. Oh, I know why it's not showing up. That's very silly of me. Okay, turn that off. We'll just move this out of here. Oh, that's the wrong kind of pout thing, actually. Is it this one, maybe? Yes, this one has the little cheek. The little cheek line. I'm just gonna take that and use that for the cheek puff. Throw that in here. Gonna just like rotate it a little bit. Just kind of shape it how I want it. Okay. Hmm. I am wondering if I want to mess with the shape of it a little bit. I feel like I mess with it, and then I'm like, oh, I don't actually like the way that looks. What? Zombie? This song's awesome so far. The Thing. The stripes on the jaw will probably really sell the cheek puff. Yeah. I agree. I think I kind of want this one to be a blend shape, just in case I want to be able to turn it off. So that works. But I need, like, something to cover that. So I think I'm just gonna have to grab this, like, lip base. Cheek. Cover L. Reset to default. Model edit form. Revert to original. Okay, so this one. Okay. Copy, paste that, reflect. This. Oops. Then this to there. You know what? It's probably fine. I just need a round shape like this. I'm gonna rotate it this way. I'm going to change the color of the face to green again. Green. So I can just see what I'm doing. Oh, maybe I should rotate it this way, actually, the other way. There's a bit of like a cutout on the other side. I'm glad that you all are enjoying the song. I sure am. Me and my girlfriend, we like watching horror movies. Oh, Callum, you found the newest Better Twitch TV emote. That's Hammy. That's Hammy. Me and Pat maybe in the background have been working on mascots. Ooh, the faster spin. If you don't have Better Twitch TV, you should. You're missing out. You're missing out. We love just spinning emotes. Oh no, I deleted the thing for this. Bring it back. No. Ah, spinning. Thank you for the spin. Cheek. Puff. L. I want to set this up. I don't know if I want it to be cheek puff like on both sides, like left and right. It is very cute. I do like cheek puff only on the one side, and then when the head rotates left and right, I know a way to make it swap sides. That's kind of a really cool effect. I want to try that out. Me and my girlfriend, we like to watch horror movies. Okay. Cheek Puff L. We got this. So this right here, move this out this way. It goes like hereabouts, I would say. That's the cheek. Then opacity, bring that down. Oh, it's the opposite. Shit. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Is this your own model or is this just a commission? This is a commission, though I am not allowed to say who it is exactly. This is a commission. This is not me. Wait, what is the song? That song was the theme from The Black Hole. What the fuck is this? Get out of here. Whoever is for is gonna be hella cute. Yeah. Now, if I was to take this and flip it, how would that look? Oh, I guess I only grabbed the deformer. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Take that. Create. Reflect. That's pretty cute. I need the brows to be. Yeah. We're frowning. Okay, these I need to move around with the... Wait, maybe I should have it like on here. Cheek, puff, mouth form, open. So for this, we bring it up like this. Hi, Shrek. Oh my god. Shrek on my stream? I think I bring this up a little bit for that. Ad time. No! Enjoy your ads. Enjoy your ads. I'll try not to do anything too cool while you're gone. Save? Okay.
God!
You save too.
Save.
God, please!
Save.
Save your files.
Save.
Right now.
Save.
Or the pee pee poo poo man is gonna get you. You wouldn't want that. Okay, here's the thing with this though, with the cheek puff. I do want to edit the mouth shapes a little bit. Cheek. So this one will just be cheek puff. Not the pee pee poo poo man. Not the boy worms. Not the boy worms. I think with cheek puff, honestly one of the better ways to get the shape right is to soft select that and just like blow it out a little bit. You kind of have to get the right size though. All right, I'm gonna delete this side of the cheek puff stuff. Are they related to the Teehee Tummy Tums? You won't be laughing when he kills you. I think I will, actually. Oh. I think for both of these, I want to move it up a little bit. Very silly. Just very silly. All of this is very silly. Okay, let's do the cheek puff on the face. Face, cheek, puff. I think I need a little bit more squares in here to do what I want to do. You work really fast. Would take you an hour just to make a PNG move its mouth. Thank you. I feel like I'm pretty slow when I'm streaming. I'm usually a lot faster when I'm not like focused on yapping a little bit. But I feel like, I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. So if I really lock in, I can do a lot of work in like a couple of hours.
But you bring the stuff.
Show it.
Right here, huh?
Show it.
Show it.
Show it.
It's right here.
It's right there. It's right there. Well, duh, we're distracting you. So true. I'm distracting myself. I mean, like, let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves, you know? Yeah, chat is a little bit distracting, but it's the concept of chat that's more distracting than the chat actually is. Y'all are pretty well behaved today. Sometimes chat's a little insane. And it's like, okay, now that's just chat being insane. Not the jaw heart practice. Not the jaw heart practice. I'm just saying, individually, you guys are totally fine. It's sort of like the concept of like performing for an audience is a lot scarier than the individual people in the audience. Does that make sense? Call me well behaved again and we'll see what happens. Oh, you're just terrible. You're just terrible. Sometimes we have silent reading days, okay? And that's fine. And other days we can have pizza parties. It's a vibey kind of day. It's a vibey kind of day. Is it a full moon tonight? It was either a full moon tonight or it was one last night. Because the sky was so goddamn bright. I'm not able to search anything. Why can't I? I'm just trying to Google full moon. Am I not allowed to do this anymore? What is happening with my internet tabs? Full moon, October 2024. The 17th. It's a full moon tomorrow. What's that noise? Are you electrocuting someone over there? Is it just me? It's my jaw harp. Wait, hold on.
How did that sound?
have to scratch my nose every time I jarp because it just the vibrations make my nose so itchy. We're chewing our food. Yum yum yum. Real voice reveal. Yeah, I should have made that joke. I should have made that joke when I was revealing that voice. that would have been good. I'm mad. Oh, I don't have a cheek puff turned on this model. Hold on. Cheek puff. Oh, I don't mean to zoom in. Cheek puff. Okay. The thing with cheek puff is that's a little bit difficult is balancing it with the so you don't see the transparent like thing halfway. So I need to mess with that a little bit. Cause otherwise it looks like you got grandma wrinkles, you know? And I got no problem with grandma wrinkles, but that's usually not the There's something insanely funny about this expression. I really like it. Can I make this the cheek puff expression, actually? I really like it. I'll think about it. I think I'll leave it how it is and I'll think about it cuz I think it's so funny. And this model has like a different expression that has like a proper pout. So it's like I could get this expression on an expression toggle. I don't need to this could be just a funny cheek puff. It's really cute. I like it a lot. You guys never get to see the cheek puff on my model. Hold on. I never have cheek puff turned on my models because I have very chubby cheeks. And so sometimes my tracking gets a little bit thrown off when I have cheek puff on. And it'll make it look like I'm aspirating like a fish. It's a very funny. oh, cheek puff. Okay, so we have. I do have to move the eyes a little bit. Is the one thing for me. I'm just gonna put it on the mouth X one, honestly. Oh, the wrong one. Never mind. This one. I'm gonna like push it up a little bit and out. It's like if your cheeks were inflating with air, it would kind of push your eyes up a little bit. Okay, I like that. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to reflect it. And replace the one I already have in here. Okay. Yay! That looks very good. Now, but if I do set it to the funnier cheek puff, let's see how that looks. Hold on. I can do that by messing with my VTube Studio settings. That's so cute. I feel like I have to go with that. I want to go with that, but I'll let the client decide. That's so stinking cute. That's so stinking cute. I really like it. It's the face of somebody who is like, who ate my last croissant? Was it me? It wasn't me. Not me.
Hello there.
Hello there. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all of the like base face rigging stuff. I left out I Smile for now because the person who runs VBridger is putting out or has been putting out updated tutorials on VBridger parameters, and I really want to study them a little bit and then tackle the I Smile. Shaggy wasn't me, but he's making that face the whole time. Wait, no, I have to adjust it again. There's a version of Northern Lion and Sips singing Wasn't Me, and it makes me like laugh so hard I want to puke. it's so I can't. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like thinking about oh my god. Look it up if you haven't. I'm not gonna steal another Twitch creator's content, but Northern Lion and Sips Shaggy Wasn't Me. It was so crazy. It's so dang cute. It's so cute. Yeah, so I also need to do the eyeball XY. So I'll be my list. I'll leave myself a little list for what to tackle maybe when after stream, maybe a little bit later, but we'll do eyeball XY and eyeball XY cheek puff decision making. And what was the thing that I just said? I Smile. Okay. Smile. Okay. I Smile. And then the rest of it's VBridger. So I'll leave it alone for now. Already so expressive and lively. Yeah, I'd like to make sure that the base um expressive stuff is, already very strong on its own. I don't really like to rely on VBridger to like get a lot of the expressiveness out of the model. Um Partially because I struggle with a lot just like handling VBridger myself, but also because if you start with a really good base, then everything just gets better from there. Yeah. I think it also helps that this model's so dang cute. Uh, let's do our daily doles. We'll do our daily doles, and we'll go find somebody to raid after we do all that. Oh boy, this is a fun one. Our frame today. That's interesting. My first instinct is like thinking about Poirot. But I don't know enough about Poirot and the old Poirot movies. Death on the Nile? I know it's not that one, but... Oh, is this Casablanca? It's Casablanca, baby! I'm like, oh! I've actually not seen Casablanca. But I, like, know enough about it to figure that out. That's a cool-ass shot. I should watch Casablanca. That's the shot, right? Here's looking at you, kid. Oh. Oh! I'm normal. That's the shot, baby. It's so funny to me when you watch these like old movies, and this is true about like modern movies too, just the way that they like cast men and women actors and actresses. It's so weird, like her head is so much smaller than his. Why your head so small? Like I don't, you know? Just I feel like a lot of actresses back then had such small heads. Weird thing to notice, but I do notice it. Anyways, Wordle time. Wordle time. Anime. It's not anime. How about it's part of the change in the American population. Google head inflation for more info. Okay. My God. Oh, okay. How about I'm trying to think of like a word that ends with like an AUN or like an OAN. Pagan is a good guess. I want to get another vowel in there. I want a vowel max. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I typed in the wrong chat. Hello? There you go. Whoa! Okay. How about grand? They hate me. They hate my ass. They hate my ass. It could be Grant. It could be I think it has to be Grant, actually. Okay. All right. I see how it is. Connections. It's so fucking bright. They need dark mode. Hmm. Something about Pebble, Cheerio, Puff, and Seed. Or I guess Flake could be something else. Frosted Flakes, Cheerios, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Puffs. Yeah. Bye. Later. Peace. Hmm. A round, a bracket, a seed? Next, soon, eventually. Later? There we go. Tentative debut Tuesday, since you're trying to do it in October and scrambling to get all your non-model stream stuff in order. You can do it! I believe in you! And not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to be perfect. Perfect is the enemy of done. And I believe in you. And you can always improve stuff more later. I say all of this like sitting on my ass, not working on BZ 3.0. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? You've still not debuted? Yeah, but you stream all the time. You don't have to debut. It is fun to do a debut, though. Like, I think it's you get, like, the butterflies, and it's all very exciting, and, like, I don't know, it's just kind of nice to have an event. But it's not necessary, either. But I like it. I am a debut fan. I'm a fan of being able to see someone's new rig and work in one place and just sort of like take everything in. Make every stream a debut. Imagine. That would be something. That'd be a lot of work. Okay, so let's see. I think like round a bracket, that could be something. I don't know. I'm like really blanking on this last thing. What do they mean by buy? What do they mean by scissors? What do they mean? I don't know. Oh, one away? Oh no. I'm just guessing. This last one is tricky, but I see the pattern. Round bracket, seed, and buy. Is buy a tournament term? I've never heard of that. I don't do fantasy football or anything. That's why I'm out of... What does that say? What the outstretched index and middle fingers can represent. Now, if they were asking me about the outstretched middle and ring finger, then I know. That's Star Trek, baby. That's the Star Trek hand. That one represents that one represents Spock. Live long and prosper. Exactly, Callum, exactly. That's like probably my favorite emote. Or not emote, but emoji. Like, we got that, but like there's a lot of... I don't know, I don't think there's like a skunk emoji. But we have the Spock hands. That's crazy to me. How poetic. Ooh, okay, so this is gonna be like Edgar Allan Poe stuff. So do we have like The Raven? The Raven. The The Raven. There we go. Dreary. While I ponder, weak and weary. While I pondered, weak and weary. Weary. Nevermore? Where's Nevermore? Nevermore. A bye is when you don't have an opponent in a tournament bracket due to an odd number of participants, so you get a free win. Oh! Midnight. Weak and weary. That one was so easy for me because I am Edgar Allan Poe pilled. Edgar Allan pilled. Also, hi HB Dej. HB. Hello. What changes often in this clue? I was like, Gamzee? Natural boundary between France and Italy. Is it the Seine? I don't actually know. Is that a different one? That's not how you spell it either. Fuck me! What's it? That's a different river. Is it just caps? No. Total displayed on a running app. No. Miles? Fucking Eric out. Why are we talking about the mayor of New York City? Knowledgeable person hidden backward in knowledge? What the fuck are they talking about? Cairo is the capital city on the Nile. Tiny dot spec. Suffix with steward or hose. I don't know what they mean. Mew. Wonk? What? Oh, the Alps. Case. Funny stream so far. Love your channel tagline too. Ninjago, right? Yes! Green. Your elemental power is green. What? Green. Oh. What is... Naruto total, don't mind if I do. That's Sakura. I love doing the Naruto, guys. I love doing the Naruto when it's a character from Naruto that I recognize, and when it's a character I've never seen before, that I hate that. But if I've seen them before, I usually know who it is. Alright, Pokédoll. Oh, I needed to be doing the Pokédoku! I keep forgetting about the Pokédoku. That's Tentacruel. Yay! That was Tentacruel. Pokédoku, give it to me. Show me to me, Rachel! Show me to me, Rachel! Okay. Kanto monotype. I don't know. Ditto. Kanto fighting type. How about let's go Machoke. Kanto fire type. How about Rapidash? Hoenn fighting type. How about a guy by the name of Hariyama? Hoenn fire type. How about a guy by the name of Sunny Form Cast Form? A Hoenn Monotype. How about a guy by the name of Regular Cast Form? Galar Monotype. Guess you were thinking the same way as me, Joe Schmo. Okay, Galar. Now I'm like, oh fuck. I don't want to say like Scorbunny, but like I will. Monotype from Galar. Um, um, like, shit, any of the ones that aren't the first generation, the Corvisquire is flying? I don't believe you. I don't believe that, because Corvisquire, most bird Pokemon are flying another type. I don't think they're flying by itself. Steel flying, yeah. Oh, what's the other ones then? Oh, you know what? Wooloo. 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 Alright, I'm trying to think of a Pokemon that isn't a final evolution of Scorbunny, because no, I don't remember the final name of Scorbunny's final evolution. Wooloo. Wooloo. Wooloo is so good. Wooloo is such a cute Pokemon. Grapple Locked? Whoa. Okay. I'll take it. Who else is in there? Oh, Phalanx. Phalanx. Surfetched. Oh. Surfetched. Wire. The fighting types of this generation are a bunch of weirdos. We've got the punchy octopus, the whatever the hell Phalanx is, Surfetched, fighting type Miku's a companion of choice, and Galarian Zapdos. That's crazy. You're crazy. Ponyta. Most common being Scorbunny makes perfect sense. There's so many answers to this. It's a little too easy. Urshifu is in so many of these categories, and I'm never gonna remember what that guy's deal is, because I do not care. I do not care. What else? Oh, the Bandle. Yes. The Bandle. We paused Disco Halloween to do our Bandle. Today's song was released in 2013. The YouTube views, 2.5 billion. And the difficulty is easy, par 2. Do we have... I'm just gonna... do we have any LMFAO in here? I just want to know. Party Rock Anthem. I'm just guessing for fun. It's kind of funky. It's got a little bit of funk. I know this. I know this. I don't know. I don't know. I recognize it though. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Ah! You should have. You spoiled it for me. I could have gotten there. It's absolutely that. What is that song called though? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm human too. Why you gotta be so rude? Or is that just not what it is? And it's gotta be what it is. I just don't know what the song is called, I don't think. I don't think it's called Rude. Oh, it is called Rude. I was like, when I typed in Rude, I got a whole bunch of other results. I was like, what?
Why are you so rude? I hear it again. Why are you so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why are you so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Marry her anyway. Marry that girl. Marry your family. Marry that.
I want the whole song. I want the whole song like that. I love the glorp. I love the glorping. I want to hear the KK Slider version of all of these songs. You know what? I like that song enough that I want to listen to it, actually. Marry that Blorbo. Exactly. Alright, let's go find somebody to raid. Let's see who's online. Here, we'll, hack into the model. We'll hack into the model while we're looking for somebody to raid. Now you've so much to look at. You've so much to look at. Whoa! Very cool. Who's online? Ooh! Say yes, cause I need to know. And sun is snow. Let's go and raid. Let's go raid Elaine. Elaine is streaming. Elaine is streaming some co-working, doing some 3D modeling. Elaine is here all the time. We're working on Elaine's model on this stream occasionally from time to time. Perhaps you will see it next week. Maybe. Who knows? Raid main cow. Awesome. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me here today. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for keeping me in my seat. Thank you for the company. Thank you for yapping. Thank you for being so cool. And thank you for your support. I really appreciate every single one of you. And I hope that you all take care of yourselves until my next stream, which will be Saturday. I might just be playing mouthwashing if I don't lose my voice. I'm a little bit worried for my voice right now, if I'm being honest. But I'll keep you updated on Twitter. And I'll be here playing some kind of Halloween game. So thank you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Eat some good food. Kiss the homies goodnight. And stay sexy out there, okay? It's tough out there. You gotta stay sexy, okay? Goodbye. Goodbye.